And so, nonchalantly, the moment of the end would arrive. Many thanks for granting me an audience with you today. Saying this, welcomed as a guest to the reception area, this youth confronted the Purge King with a dignified attitude. This boy had slain many, erased many lives, pressed many weaknesses. There had been many situations in which people to maintain calm had bluffed by presenting a brave front. Somehow, your confidence is remarkable. You do not seem much different from me. Thank you for the sudden words of praise. The one whose head dipped in a bow was a delicately built young man, fitted with a black suit and tie. There was a mild look on his face, but in his eyes, somehow, a dim darkness could be seen. That smile he was making was likely fake. He was definitely aware that it would be seen through. Not reckless, but full of courage, was the mixed impression of this young man. Let me see. You must be... To be frank, not far off from now. We intended to do much large-scale business here. Because of that, we had been looking for a chance to send our regards to the organization and present gifts, first of all. I see. That's... well, thanks for your consideration. That posture of advancing according to his role without flinching left a good impression. Emulating that attitude, the boy changed to intently perform his own role as well. These are the offerings from our side. We have heard that the leader desired this. Huh? Having been brought in the lid of its box opened by a servant, the young man presented the eye-catching offering. Inside were a lot of stones, magic stones. As if affirming its utmost purity, the concentration of mana filling the room heightened. Staring at the offering, Purge King muttered, "What color is there the most of?" Red and blue shades seem to be the most prominent, but if you look further inside, there's also yellow and green. Get the feeling the whole set's there. Oh, how thoughtful. At that question, with unknowing meaning, the young man showed hesitation for the first time. Instead of the youthful man, it was Cecilus who had replied, standing next to the king. After receiving that report from Cecilus, the king nodded solemnly. Is that so? Then my thanks for that. I'll be receiving your consideration. This comes from Russell Fellow. I see. Russell Fellow, is it? If any problem comes up... Then the Purge King cut off his words. The reason was that the youthful messenger, who, to stop him from speaking, had opened a hand. In that instant, a faint murmur spread in the room. With his words having been interrupted, what response would the Purge King give to that action? The guards were getting excited. However, in such a situation, only Halibel, Cecilus, and the young man involved had remained calm. Please wait. In truth, the offerings, just this, is not their entirety. Huh. And I'm even more impressed. After listening to that man's words, the king responded as such, and the tension relaxed slightly. There, in that atmosphere with the lessened pressure, the young man gave a deep nod. And so, from the kingdom of Lagunica, This could be called the response to the Purge King's atrocities. Immediately, an onslaught of white light swallowed up the whole meeting room, shattering it. An incredible torrent of light engulfed the luxurious reception room of the Magic Castle pandemonium. As if purifying it, it was transformed into white dust. Those who had perished due to that white light, without even knowing what had hit them, numbered 18. Each were warriors of great skill. Each had their names known throughout, but this was no longer in their realm. Even if, to those vanquished men, the truth of what had happened could somehow be told, there was none among them who would have believed it. The blow which had vaporized them all had been brought about with a single slash. The organization's headquarters were collapsing. The place where important things had been gathered had been blown away by that reigning brilliant existence. The Purge King had been finally acknowledged as an enemy of the world, having committed a multitude of evil deeds. The assassin sent by the Dragon Kingdom to subjugate that existence was none other than Reinhardt van Estrella of the Sword Saint bloodline, the one who rendered all efforts ineffective. The absurd iron hammer of the divine had manifested.